here are some of the works that Barbara has done, and some are mounted, some not. So, Barbara, is this one mounted?
This is the one that I just talked about in Squaw Valley, up in the Lake Tahoe area. And this is on Haiying's beautiful pressed flower paper from Beijing. You won't find this paper in Berkeley or in Monterey or in San Francisco. This is a specialized paper that they make in China. And if you look closely, there are tiny flecks of flower petals and occasionally a little stem or a little piece of leaf. And the quality of the paper is very high, so that it takes the wet water and the ink will bleed. You can see that I got it wet first, and then I added the brush to it so that all of those lines bled. The same up here. I got it wet first and then added the ink to make it bleed. But after it was dry, I went in lightly and put in the Abraham Lincoln log fence. Now, for newcomers, if you don't understand rice paper, you take one look at something flimsy like this and immediately you think that it's fragile. And also you worry, how come it's all chewed up around the edges? And you think, gosh, that's a mess. How could that ever be framed? Well, the truth of the matter is that while rice paper is delicate, rice paper is also very strong. It has this wonderful combination of weak and strong. It will take glue on the back. It will stretch easily to another piece of rice paper. Like this one. This one's been mounted and the edges have not been cut. This is the outside of the back, and this is the outside of the painting right here. And this is done with a flour paste, when the flour paste is mixed correctly. This is Haiying's fanciest paper. This one has gold in it, and it's very, very beautiful. Flecks of gold all over it. If I turn it in the light, perhaps you can see. And this is Haiying's stamp also that I bought from Beijing. It means to have a strong heart. But here you'll see an example of one where the glue was not mixed correctly. I rushed the glue, and the paste, the flour, made little lumps in the water, and then I didn't strain it. I forgot to strain it, and I put the paste on with a little bit of little lumps, and the result is that it got a bumpy texture on the back. Nevertheless, my brush painting teacher in San Francisco likes this painting because I did it in class one day. So she took it to her framer, and he put this beautiful gray silk pattern around the edge. If you look closely, you might see a phoenix. There's a phoenix flying here. Usually the phoenix is for the empress, I think. Is that right, Haiying?
Yes.
And, yeah, I think it's just the phoenix all over around the edge. And when this is behind glass, probably the little bumps won't show. It's something that can be forgiven in Chinese art. But now you can see that you can go from something flimsy like this, very flimsy, very loose, to something stiff and something that can be framed.
This is very presentable and very elegant way.
And this one would have a wooden frame around it. But you can do this differently, and you can make a scroll out of it. So you can just take a piece of dowel, wooden dowel, and you can have the silk wrap around the scroll, and you can roll it up and make a real scroll. But this particular one is a stiffer backing, and it's not suitable for the scroll.
Thank you.
Anyway, I'm loving Haiying's materials, as you can see.
Thank you.